Tiffany's content, and boy, is it hot outside. Take a look at this heat wave going across the United States. The South is on fire, and I am ready for the pool. I'm in the sunshine state of Florida, and it's 101 degrees right now, okay? We're gonna zoom in more and take a look at more of this heat wave that is crossing America, okay? We talked about this last week with the heat wave, and yesterday was the hottest day ever so far, but today might outdo it. Take a look at that 106 in Arizona going into New Mexico. That is very hot. 105 going up into Nevada. That is extremely hot. And you know Texas is always in the 90s around this time. It is very hot and steaming up. 101 over there. But take a look at this map zoomed in. 111, 110. This is degrees, okay? This is temperatures, okay? 114 over there in New Mexico coming out of Arizona. So this is just very hot. And then taking a look back over here at Florida where I am, we're talking 101, okay? 100 was our highest temperature yesterday that we got, and now we're at 101 already today, and it's going to get steamier and hotter. Take a look at the heat hazard map, okay? And you're going to see all the way until the next 2 days, we're talking more heat advisories, okay? In the South, even going all the way up through the Central Plains into the Midwest, the Great Lakes, okay? So we're talking extreme heat advisory all over. And we're gonna talk about that because we had some severe weather yesterday, okay? One tornado in South Dakota, Watertown, South Dakota area, and we're talking more tornadoes today, okay? But take a look, the weather.gov is extremely hot, okay? All that peach and pink is heat advisories. On the hot pink over there, coming out of the West Coast is fire advisories, okay? So it's a lot going on, even flooding over there. But take a look at this. Going back up into Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, extreme weather advisories today, okay? So you're gonna see a lot of people going live talking about the weather today, and we are thankful for those people who are able to get on live and talk about the weather. Take a look at all of this lightning and thunderstorms in the area. We're talking even in the Great Lakes, okay? So it's going to be a lot of severe weather this afternoon going into the evening, so make sure that you're aware. I'm going to show you, this is the Northern Rockies, and it's starting to cook up over there. It's still kind of stationary from yesterday, but let me tell you something, it is still making its way across and back up into the South Dakota area and the Minnesota area that will be back on alert again today. And this is the lightning that you see coming across too. So again, when you see that lightning and when you have that lightning, it is nothing to play with. It is nothing to take lightly, okay? Be very aware when you have those thunderstorms and lightning. Now, yesterday we seen that huge severe weather, and it's rolling off over into the Atlantic side right now. Hopefully that doesn't kick up and spin up into a storm, but right now it's rolled off into the Atlantic, so we do not have anything to worry about there. But it did take on a lot of power outages over there, okay? So Virginia's seen a lot of power outages, and still now 10,000. Even over there in Minnesota, it's about over 10,000 power outages right now. And you can see the amount of rainfall for today. It's going to be, you know, a lot of rainfall just for this one day over in that Minnesota area, going into the Wisconsin even, okay? So Wisconsin and Illinois, you're still going to be on alert today as well. But the weather advisory, the National Weather Advisory, is highlighting North Dakota, South Dakota, the Minnesota area once again. Extreme heat advisories up there as well, along with these thunderstorms, lightning, hail, and wind, okay, up to 110 miles per hour, okay? So this is how tornadoes can kick up and spin. And we saw a huge tornado with Brandon Copa, I think it is, or Copic. He does weather. He's a storm chaser, and he was storm chasing. And I actually was watching Ryan Hall, and I saw him on there chasing storms, and they caught a big one yesterday, okay? The tornadoes are nothing to play with. So take a look at this. In the Midwest, they're streaming it up back again, highlighting the area once again. This is severe rain, thunderstorms, lightning. It can be a derecho, okay? So that means everything combined, okay? So we're talking this for the next 1 to 2 days, okay? So this going into the next day, and you can see it's dipping down, okay? It's about a low pressure over there. It's definitely trying to spin up and form tornadoes, okay? So just keep your eyes open for this. I'm showing you more advisories. That red is very, treacherous. That's where those derechos can happen. The tornadoes, the thunderstorms, the lightning, the rain, the flash flooding, everything combined together can definitely cause severe weather and thunderstorms, okay? So you want to make sure that when I'm showing you these advisories that you're very aware and you're taking it into precaution, okay? So I'm going to show you a few more severe weather advisories that they have just for the next few days, and you can see it coming back over into North Dakota, South Dakota area, coming out of Wyoming, okay? So you know that if it's severe weather, coming out of the north, then that's very, can be very traumatic, okay? And once again, we had our tornado yesterday, so it picked up big. So take a look at this for the next few days. So this is going to be going on for the next few days, all week. So this, weather advisory that I'm giving you today will be going on and stretching on for the entire week. So just make sure that you're staying aware. Every day I'm going to be here for you with updates, videos, just reports, whatever I can. We're going to look at the tropics as well too, but all that severe weather is still in the Great Lakes, okay? And that's going to dip down. And you can see it right now. I told you it's going to dip down into the Illinois area. And these models and these tracks are definitely going on for the next few hours. Basically this afternoon into the evening, okay? So you're going to see a lot of storms, a lot of lightning, thick lightning going into Chicago, Illinois as well too. Even coming out of Iowa, going into, Illinois, even Missouri, okay? So we have everything on alert. Iowa, and you're going to see it coming across over here on Tropical Tidbits, and you're going to see just how much of that impact it will be just shooting across, and this is just for the day, okay? So that's a lot of storm activity just for one day. Let's zoom in a little bit more and see what's going on in the south. Well, it's clear down here. That's why I'm getting ready for the pool over there in Florida, okay? Going into the south, that looks good, okay? Everybody enjoy your weather today for that. Now let's take a look at the tropics, okay? We're gonna see that, Eastern Pacific side, it turned into Hurricane Iona, okay? And then we have another hurricane or tropical storm that's following, actually 3 more. So that's 4 in total over there. But looking at this one, it was a tropical storm. It formed overnight, basically actually 11 p.m. Sunday night. And then it went into a tropical storm, and now it's a hurricane, okay? And it's right under Hawaii. No effects or threats to land, okay? But you can see how much of that strong, severe wind, rain, thunderstorms, lightning, how thick it is, how much activity it is. And remember, even though it's over down south of Hawaii, there's other islands over there as well, but you can catch remnants, okay, in Hawaii. So you can see those feeder bands at the top. Those can actually rise up towards Hawaii and reach that. In fact, we have 4 into play here, okay? On the Eastern Pacific side, that's going into the Central Pacific side. 4 tropical storms, 1 already turned into a hurricane. So that's 3 more, and there is 1 that is headed directly on for Hawaii, and I'll show you that on Tropical Tidbits. But let me just tell you, this storm here, Iona, we told you last week that it tried to form into 2. It actually split up into 2 storms now, okay? So they already named that tropical depression. And so now it'll be named a tropical storm, and they're going to collide and meet up together. And you do have I think it's Karapabini Islands over there or something like that. Don't quote me on the name, but it is some land over there. So that means it's people. So we're still just going to be aware, even though it's not Hawaii, it's still affecting land, okay? Now take a look. These are the next 2 storms, 3 storms that are into play. One is trying to go up to Cabo San Lucas, take on my Mexico area. And then you got the other one that's headed directly on to the Hawaiian Islands, okay? So you can just take a look. Once again, as they're all trying, the 3 that are behind Iona are definitely trying to pick up. They're actually fueling each other, okay? So you can see when one pick up, they all pick up a greater spin, and we're talking, 100 miles per hour it can get. Now over here in the Caribbean side, you're gonna see that it's starting to bubble up, it's starting to pick up. There's a big, huge blob over there. It's not named or any tropical wave or anything yet. It hasn't picked up any spin or any low pressure. above the Caribbean islands and Puerto Rico and everything. It should be okay. But there is some more waves that are coming off of Africa right now that we are watching, okay? And I'll take a look at that with you later on in the week. But right now, the Caribbeans have nothing in the next 7 days. But we're just taking a look at that. You see that spin that's trying to flow up above the Caribbean. But again, they're not naming it now, but it looks like it's going to be tropical actually now that we're looking at tropical tidbits. But again, the water is hot too, okay? The ocean is hot, okay? So when you have that heated ocean, it can be severe weather as well and pick up a lot of storms. So just make sure you're tuning in to Tiffany's content. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you coming and staying tuned. It's Tiffany's content. Like, share, subscribe.